Good morning, Modern Steaders.
Good morning. If you keep watching, you probably will see me fall.
I was just gonna say, it got nice and warm yesterday. Everything melted and got wet, and then it's below zero. And then this morning it's below freezing temperature, so everything's ice.
And it was really windy too.
Yes, so we are walking gingerly, hoping not to fall. Good morning, chickens. You ladies got this, huh? The ice don't bother you, does it?
Watch me, so I'm gonna fall. Okay, he's okay.
Ladies, moose. Watch out. There you go. You silly cat. So yesterday I cleaned off the roof of the shipping container because we want to put a vent in. Gina's been doing a lot of research on venting shipping containers, and they need to have vents.
It needs to have airflow or fresh air coming in. One thing, I mean, a shipping container plus a tiny area, so then, you know, you're breathing. Even in a big area, you're breathing in and breathing out.
Right, in a shipping.
But then it's a tiny area, you're especially having that. And then on top of that, we're having a wood stove in there, so that's taking a lot of the fresh air. So you need to have fresh air coming in. So what I was doing some research, I found whirlybirds as a good option.
So we're going to put a 12-inch whirlybird vent on here. This is what we ordered. So being a metal container, it's a lot more airtight than like a regular wood structure. So you got to make sure you have good ventilation. Alright, so that's going to sit on top.
It's so big, I don't think it's going to a king crown.
It's gonna go like so, but I don't think this is gonna work.
Why?
Because we had that much snow on the roof yesterday. So if we keep this on our roof being flat, you're gonna have to shovel it off all the time, or not only that, if you're not here, it's going to get all covered in snow and iced up, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, the stuff's not going to
Right, it's not going to be able to spin, and then it can get all iced up in here, and the ice can get inside the cabin.
Plus, that's way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That is.
I thought it was going to be like this big.
No, it's a big one.
So you need something that's higher up, or we need to do some kind of other vent.
Right, so we either need one that has a higher standpipe, I guess I would call it, or a vent that comes off the sidewall. Like if they had something like this with a 90 and came up, but not this big. I'll have to research.
There's also the metal vents,
like a dryer vent.
kind of like a dryer vent with a screen.
Yeah, that's what we have for our ventilation in the attic. So if you guys have any good ideas for ventilation systems, this would work great if you're in an area doesn't get the snow like what we get.
Right.
But with all the snow we get, that would have been buried in snow yesterday.
And you don't want something up there that's not going to work, because that
Right.
totally defeats the whole purpose.
And then if that gets all covered in snow and ice and it starts melting, it's going to go inside.
After I did get this, I did read that there was, depending on the weather, that it could, you want to make sure you get a good one, but make sure it keeps spinning.
Yep. Alright, so
Trying to save you time. No, I'm not saving you time.
well, I'm glad we didn't cut the hole already. That's the big thing. If we would have cut a hole already, that would have been a disaster.
Then you'd be mad.
Well, we would have had to weld it back up and patch it.
That's not what you want to do.
That's a disappointment, but I'm glad we found it out before we went any further, because that would not have been good. Luckily, I brought all of the stuff up to finish doing the surround for the wood stove, and so we can fix that outside bracket. So I went to Lowe's last night and I picked up all of the ductwork we were going to need for this too. So I'll have to make a return today.
I wonder if there's something like the wood stove pipe that is like just a vent.
So what we are going to do today, we need to work on making our custom spacers to space our chimney bracket off the wall, and then we also want to space our cement board off of the wall.
That needs to have airflow. Everything needs to have airflow.
Everything needs to have airflow. I haven't shown you what the cabin looks like with the lights on.
Nope, I just see them dangling there.
Yep, I brought the battery pack today. So this is our temporary hookup for now. And if I turn that on, that's still on.
Wow. That's all you had to do is plug it in.
Yep, plug it in and turn it on. Because when I was trying to see if it worked, the first day I was setting it up, I never turned it on. I was scratching my head, spent like a half hour to an hour trying to diagnose to see if I wired something wrong, and I just had to turn that battery pack on. That battery pack will battery these lights. If we have just the lights on and that battery pack is fully charged, it battery the lights for 18 hours.
Wow, that's cool.
So
if you plugged in like one or two things, it would last probably if you're here for...
Right, well, if you're here during the day, we got 2 solar panels you plug to that, so it should charge it.
Unless it's like today.
Right, unless it's like a day like today.
If it was like yesterday, it'd fill those batteries right up.
Right, so
cool.
It's pretty nice. A lot brighter in here.
A lot brighter.
So when you put cement board on a wall behind a wood stove, you're supposed to space it off the wall an inch. So I'm going to cut up some 1/2 inch electrical conduit into 1 inch strips, and we'll use this as our spacers. me do like 10 more, and that'll be a good start. And then we'll go in and we'll start hanging the boards we already have cut. Got a log truck coming in. It's so bright in here. I like it. We gotta take the stove back out for a little bit.
You do?
Yep. It's gonna be in our way when we put the higher sheet up. I'll just make it easier if we take it all out.
I was wondering why you didn't start a little fire in it.
So that's why I didn't have a fire going yet. One of these days we'll be able to get a nice small fire going right away. Just not today. I teased us yesterday. We have 97 inches.
That.
I don't even know if this will stick, but if it does, it'll make our life a little bit easier.
Seems like MacGyver.
What's that?
Like MacGyver.
I just don't want to be right to the that. Right to the ceiling. I want to be down a little bit. We gotta get a 2x4 and put another 2x4 going this way now by spacing this out an inch. I was thinking we would have had enough room, but I didn't remember the 1/2 inch board, so we have an 1.5 inch here, so we don't have enough room on this 2x, so I just have to put another one on. I'm gonna push this in. Go for it. I like when we were able to use up parts and pieces. This is the wood strips they had around the sliding glass door and shipping.
It is.
It's perfect.
I've been trying to use that for stuff.
We need to go up above and check on a few things while we're here.
Do you want me to leave it outside? Do you want it in the back of the truck?
Let's bring it in the truck just in case we need it. We made it up above and they're starting to cut along the edge of the road. That's what we wanted to come and check out. They have some fir we need to take care of, but they also have some maple trees and they wanted to know. I wanted them cut, but I think we're gonna leave them and it'll look nice. We'll have a cleared area and then we will have some nice maples on the side. Very, very slippery, and it's very, very windy. If you were a sail, the wind would blow you across the ice. Even Pluto's slipping over there. Pluto, wrong way. Come on, guys. Hey, chickies. All right, let's go see if we got 10 eggs. Oh yeah? I like hearing that. Oh yeah, they both say. 11. Woo, maybe one in the barn. Looks like your girl's gonna get blown over. Well, I know what we're replacing Olivia's flock with. More of you ladies. Look at that.
12 eggs. We have a whole dozen.
Just from NYC.
Yeah, you got a string around your leg. Are those dogs entertaining? Oh yeah, she does, huh?
So does Ivy. Still got some babies.
Oh, hey, good nice.
Hopefully this flock will have some eggs. One, two, three.
Better, but not good.
15 eggs. 15. That's the most we've gotten this year. I could watch the equipment work all day long. I love being there and watching it, but then coming back and editing it and getting to see it from an aerial view, I think is even better. Just makes it feel more like a movie. They'll be finishing up here in a little while. Once we start getting warmer weather and all the snow starts to melt, they'll have to be moving out before we get too much mud going on. So I'm hoping to get some more footage of the logging going on. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It was really windy today. As you can see, the treetops are pretty breezy, so sorry for all the wind noise on the camera. We do have a windsock on the microphone, but it was so breezy that literally wasn't helping today. So thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.